Hello everyone, this is Nation's Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. My name is Angelo, your anchor. As usual, we've been keeping tabs on all information coming to the as a result of the build-up of the sixth day of September 2023, the day stipulated by the judiciary and by the tribunal to deliver the final judgment in the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal. We've been having lots of updates about that. A secret file has been exposed about the preparation of the president. Not about the judiciary now, or not about the final judgment, but about his 100 days in office. It's no longer news that the president tends to mark his 100 days in office on the 5th of September 2023, which is a day before the 6th day of September, which is the judgment day for the tribunal. Now, as a result of the 100 days in office and the alleged celebration or purported celebration, I have something quite disturbing, but it is still something that will surprise you, because I don't believe that in a country where the economy is going down as a result of lots of hike in prices, a country that is having a large number of poor citizens trying to live up to expectations, a country that is having a sort of standard of living that its inhabitants, almost most of them, cannot afford. A country like that is still working towards spending lots of millions of naira because of marking 100 days in office of a president who was illegitimately brought into power. To that regard, I made consultations, and information brought to my table has said that Aso-Rock has splashed 114 million on media houses and journalists in order to mark President Bola Tinubu's 100 days in office, coming up on the 5th of September, that is today, 2023. Don't be surprised, because there is nothing that this government or this administration of Bola Tinibu will not do. They are doing lots of heinous activities, and that is the more reason why we all are putting hands on deck to see that the judiciary does the needful, or the tribunal does the needful, by enacting or by not subverting justice. Don't be surprised when you see those sweet headlines, reports and reviews from different media houses and different journalists singing Bola Tinubu's praises, eulogizing him, or even rating him so high despite his open abysmal failures. That is just the truth, right? Because this 114 million is alleged to be taxpayers' money. Of course, that is where the money would come from. Like an amount, just like an amount in the range of 114 million is too much to prepare for just a media chat for a president that is still being contested, or for a president whose legitimacy and whose presidency is still, or whose emergence is still being contested in courts. And we are spending millions of naira. From the document you can see on your screen, these are proofs to show you that the Aso Villa, or the government house, the federal government house, has approved 114 million naira for the preparation of media chats and logistics as regards the mark, or the marking of 100 days in office of Bola Tinubu. This particular document, one, has been signed and is coming from the table of the Secretary to the Federal Government, George Akume. You can see, I will show you his signature in the last page of this document. Now, the first page has the details of the memo from the Secretary to the Federal Government's table, and the President's approval, or he submitted it for the President's approval and it has been approved. And this memo has memo number SGF 36/S11/1/58. That is the memo number of that memo that has been passed round and it came to the president's table, which he approved for a large sum of money in the range of 114 million to be released for the preparation of his media chats, or for media chats, on the day he marks his 100 days in office. Although it has been said that the president has jetted out to India, New Delhi, for the G20 meeting, but the money has already been approved. I want to see who will do the media chat tomorrow, or I want to see who would air the media chat, I beg your pardon, tomorrow, because this particular document or memo was dated 23rd of August 2023. That means the media chat might have already been taking place before the president jetted out. That means he will not even be around to see the 114 million being splashed as regards the media chat he had. Yes, it's no longer news, or it is obvious that he might have had that media chat before he left for New Delhi yesterday. And that is just the way it is. But spending 114 million on just media chat and logistics is too outrageous. Second document, yeah, shows lots of media houses that would air this media chat, or that would air lots of good things, alleged good things about, or purported good things about President Tinibu. The FRCN stations will do that. The Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, will do that. The TVC will do that. The AIT2, African Independent Television, would also do that. Channels News would also do that too. And then Amarise News and BBC. All these media houses would come together, or would individually air reports that say good things about the president. You will see it, and when you see it, you will confirm what we're saying. The bone of contention here is these media houses collectively were approved the sum of 114 million in order for this media chat and logistics, marking the 100 days in office of Bola Tinibu, to be a reality. Now, I told you already that these media houses would air programs in commemoration of Bola Tinibu, and including the media chat. The third page of that memo shows vividly where the money was called. It says media chat 108 million naira, and then logistics 6 million naira, making a total of 114 million naira. Why will you spend 114 million naira on just media houses when there are poor Nigerians out there that are waiting to be dragged, or to be removed, or to be pulled out of poverty? There are Nigerians out there that are unemployed. There are Nigerians out there that have not eaten for the past days, all right? And here we are spending a whooping 114 million. This is so sad. We hope this country gets better. Secondly, on my updates, Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, and a human rights activist too, has spoken on the forthcoming tribunal and their final judgment. He feels that the judiciary, well, has over time been intimidated, but he did not mention the names, all right? That means something happened in the background, because as far as we're concerned, the people of Nigeria, or Nigerians, didn't intimidate the judiciary, because everything on social media was just, was pointing at the fact that this judiciary, or this tribunal, has to do the right thing. No intimidation whatsoever. We've only heard that Bola Tinibu and his cohorts have used the DSS, according to sources and according to what we've been hearing, that the DSS have been used over time to threaten these judges in order for them not to, in order for them to do the judgment, or to do the biddings of the president. So, for Femi Falana to come out and say things like this, that means something really happened in the background. Please stay tuned for Femi Falana, so that you will listen to that interview and hear what he had to say about the judiciary and about the subsequent judgment of the tribunal. Stay tuned.
We've been having election petitions since the colonial era, but none has attracted such level of blackmail and intimidation of the judiciary. Just last Friday, showing we were at a program in Abuja together where I addressed the labor unions. Some dubious characters got a copy of the video cassette and they put on top in a very criminal manner that if the judiciary fails the Nigerian people, there should be a coup. As if I said that only a deranged mind could have concocted such a treasonable statement. Now, that is the kind of intimidation that is going on. And I am worried. You know, that people give the impression that everything ends with the judgment of the Court of Appeal, the Presidential Election Tribunal. Any party that loses on Wednesday still has the opportunity to appeal to the Supreme Court. And so what is the basis of the cheap blackmail that is going on? And I want to pitch
this time around, since this is not the first time, Mr. Falano,
yes.
Why is it now that people are having this skepticism and this kind of the outrage against the judiciary? Why?
No, some of the people involved are voting for the first time, and they believe, rightly or wrongly, that their candidate must be declared the winner. And I think that is what is going on. Whether you like it or not, our candidate must be declared the winner. And that is not what election petition tribunals are all about. It is for them, the justices, to look at the evidence adduced by the parties, apply the law, and give a decision. As they say, even if the heavens will fall, and the heavens won't fall anyway, the judges must not be intimidated. They must give their decisions, regardless of blackmail or intimidation. Convinced that they can justify their judgment. That is what is required by them. To examine the evidence, apply the law, and deliver a decision. One way or the other. Some will win, some will lose. But those who lose, in the case, who are aggrieved, will have another opportunity to approach the Supreme Court and demonstrate how the Court of Appeal has erred.
So, I mean, where do we go from here? Does the judiciary need to do anything in this respect when these kind of issues are being raised by some segment of the populace?
No, I think the judiciary has been extremely careful not to join issues with those who have threatened, intimidated, or blackmailed judges. I mean, in some other clime, in Ghana, for instance, the law of contempt will have been applied. So I think our judges have been quite mature, and they must take their maturity to their decision, must apply the maturity to their decision by scrutinizing the evidence laid before them.
Okay, that was Femi Falana there. I suppose that these people in the NBA and these people in the government, or people who have an upper hand in government, will hear and know the illicit things that have happened as regards threats to the judiciary. We had lots of updates, and I shared the updates with you about alleged threats to the judiciary, about the involvement of Babatunde Fashola, Nyesom Wike, Bola Tinibu, the DSS, and all that. These people were involved allegedly, and rumors had it that they threatened the judiciary over time. And for a senior advocate of Nigeria like Femi Falana to come out, and make these revelations, that means something is really happening in the background. We just hope that justice is not subverted in the course of the final judgment on Wednesday. Finally, the president, Bola Ahmed Tinibu, through his special assistant on media and publicity, Ajari Ngale, the president has said there is no need to threaten the integrity of the judicial officers and the tribunal. I am laughing because it's just a case of the pot calling the kettle black. Because if the president will play a reverse psychology, we all know who has the capacity to threaten the judiciary. We all know who can actually threaten the judiciary. So I think what this special assistant, Ajari Ngale, was saying on air is just an opposite of what they have done. I feel surprised that people like this can still come out and speak lies on national TV, while we all saw what happened during the 25th day of the election in February. Please stay tuned for Ajari Ngale, the special assistant to the president, while he was saying, I don't know what he was saying, but from what he was saying, I don't think this man is a truthful man. So stay tuned.
Is the president worried that the tribunal judgment might be against him when he leaves the country, because the judgment will be on Wednesday?
The president,
is he thinking about that?
Unlike some political gladiators in the country, the president sees no need to threaten judicial officers. He sees no need to raise speculation against the integrity of judicial officers. He believes in the sanctity, in the integrity of the Nigerian judicial system. He believes that the great men and women on the panel will make their decisions based only on the facts before them and not based on anything else. And as a result of his faith and confidence in the judiciary, he believes that the mandate which Nigerians freely gave to him during the elections will stand. And that is the position of the president. And he will continue to ensure that no matter what the outcome of the judgment is, that he does his part to ensure that our institutions continue to be respected, not just by him, but
so
by all actors.
He's not worried that it could go either way. I mean, it could be anything. It might be on his side. It might be against him. He's not worried about that.
He's not worried simply because he knows he won the election. If you look at the strongholds,
you might win the election, and the judgment of court might not be in your favor.
Well, we believe that we have presented the best case. We believe that we have the evidence on our side. We believe that we have the most talented legal team in the country that is working with the best facts available to any candidate. The fact is, we won in more places across all geopolitical spreads with the right numbers in the right way. And when that happens, when the APC lost its strongholds, for example, in Lagos, in President Buhari's Katsina, and many other places, no one said that those elections were rigged. So what we are saying is, where we won, people shouldn't also say it was rigged. And we believe that the facts before the judges are such that they will take the decision that is in accordance with the facts on the ground and not in accordance with any other baseless speculation.
Does it bother him also that people are worried there is a lot of pressure being put on the judiciary? Why are people thinking that the judiciary might be influenced under the president's watch?
Well, you understand, Sheum, better than anyone as a moderator of a political program over the years, that there has really never been an election in our country, in the history of our country, certainly not within the Fourth Republic, that had not been contested in court, that had not had some level of litigation, some level of accusation as to what happened. Well, in 2015,
decided not to.
No, in 2015, you still had smaller parties contesting. It may not have been President Jonathan, but there was still contestation. So what we are saying is that where you have that culture of contestation, the culture of winner take all, the culture of I cannot lose, this is going to persist. But our concern is not about any of that. Our concern is making sure that the judiciary is in a position to make an independent decision based on only the merits of the case and nothing else.
I am laughing because there are people in this country that just sway with politics, sway with money, and sway with position. Because you have been given money and you have been given positions, and you are now the special assistant to the president. You now feel blinded by the truth. Okay, you now feel blinded by the actual event. All right. Well, I won't blame such a person because he is under the government, so he is supposed to say things that will favor the government. We all know, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, we all know what happened on the 25th day of February and the 1st day of March. So, let's see what the tribunal will do on Wednesday, the 6th day of September 2023. Please, maintain peace and be law abiding, because this week is a trying time for all Nigerians and a trying time for Nigeria's democracy. Thank you so much. Like our videos, share them. Don't forget to watch till the end. Drop a comment for us in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to also tap the notification bell. Please make this video go viral. See you next time. Bye.